Hey everyone, I'm Mitchell.
And I'm Amanda.
And you're listening to the Happily Ever After podcast. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Happily Ever After podcast. It's episode 30. It's going to be a great one today. We're going to be talking about our Epcot day from our September trip, and it was a lot of fun. We watched the video back. Obviously, I edited it, and it was just a great day. A lot of fun overall, so can't wait to dive into that.
I don't think anyone knows that I don't see the videos until the premiere comes out or until we watch it before the podcast.
Yeah, I don't know if we've said it before, but you don't. Like, you're totally in the dark until I present it to you on a premiere. I'm like, hey.
Like, I never know, like, what our content is. Like, you're filming it, which, like, I'm living it, but, like, obviously this trip was a little bit different. But I never know, like, what you keep. And then there's so much stuff that you forget that happens over a Disney trip.
Yeah.
And generally when we go like searching for clips for the trailer, we're not really living every moment, like day by day. We're just like grabbing things that we think looks interesting. So I have no idea like what they are until like I go back and like watch it so we can recap.
It's crazy also how much you forget too from the
so
day,
much.
Right? Like when I start doing the editing, I'm like, whoa, I don't really remember this, or sometimes I'm like, oh wow, I forgot that's how everything unfolded. And I mean, this day was a good reminder of some of those.
Well, it's mostly why we vlog.
Yeah,
because we love our family's home videos so much, and we wanted to just film them, and we figured we might as well share them.
Yeah, we want to keep them. Mm-hmm. We want to have them, but we want to share them with you guys too. So you're welcome.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here.
No, but thank you guys for being here this week. Thanks for listening. I am so into checking out the analytics of the podcast and keeping up with that. And it looks like we've gained a lot of new listeners over this past week. And so if you're new and you're new to our podcast, maybe you're new to our YouTube as well, if you're watching over there, just want to say thank you. Thanks for choosing to listen to us, and because there's so many other Disney podcasts out there, and you have just limited time with your day, and we appreciate it that you chose us to listen to. So let's get into it. Speaking of support, though, I do want to thank all of our Patreons for supporting us and everything that we do daily, and we got 2 new Patreons this week. So I want to shout them out as well. If I say your name wrong, I am sorry. Maybe I should pass this off to Amanda.
Oh, no. Not me.
No, you're probably as bad as me.
No. I'm usually better, but...
You just don't want to take the stab.
Yeah, I'm gun-shy.
Well, our 2 new Patreon members this week is Vanessa Newhouse and Eric Vey. So hopefully I said you guys' name right. But we really appreciate you being a Patreon member and supporting us and joining along for the journey. And if you don't know what that is, you're like, what is a Patreon? What are you talking about? You can go to the show notes or description wherever you're listening or watching, maybe on YouTube, and you can see exactly where to go. And it's patreon.com/happilyeverafter. It's a way to support our channel and everything that we do. And we also do bonus shows over there every single week. And guess what? I was going to say something else. We have a Discord that we do every week when we watch YouTube. But we have something fun that we're going to announce.
We do.
We have some great stuff.
Patreon, like, it still is, like, confusing, like, what it is. It's, like, basically, like, another social media, right? Yeah. And then, like, you pay or, like, subscribe to get access to extra content.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. It's actually, I know a lot of people that when I talk about Patreon, they're like, what is Patreon?
Yeah. I try to like explain it as if I don't know, because I didn't know for the longest time what it was. I kind of thought it was just like you just like pay to support, but like I didn't know that you got like extra content and access to like extra things on there.
Yeah. We have a bloopers reel over there that you can go check out. So if you want to get a good laugh. And we have more coming up. We'll announce it when it's here, what we're doing. So maybe in the next couple of weeks, you'll hear it on this side of it. But if you're a Patreon member and you're listening to this episode, we're going to talk about it in our Patreon show tonight. Or today. Well, it's tonight for us. It's 11:06 at night when we're recording this. So thank you guys. And thank you for being Patreon members. And another way to support us is Apple Podcast, 5-star reviews, iTunes reviews, whatever it is that you may want to call it. But over on the Apple side, you can go and give us a 5-star review, because that would be amazing. 5-star reviews help us get our podcast out there to more people. Once we hit kind of that 100 mark on reviews, then iTunes and Apple will recommend us to more people, and we'd love that. So please, if you haven't left us a 5-star review, we'd love if you take the time and go over there and leave one, because we don't have a new one this week, so that's so sad. But that's another great way to support us. Or you can also join us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and we have all those links below again in the show notes, and a link tree where you can see some fun stuff over there, or all the links there as well. I think that is it. We're going to have another Discord chat maybe this week. We're deciding on doing it. By the time you hear this, it'll be over. We're trying to decide if we're going to do it on Saturday or Sunday, with it being Easter. So we'll see how that goes. But when you're hearing this, it'll be Monday, or maybe sometime later in the week. Let's move on. What's been going on in your world?
I went to New Jersey.
Yeah, tell us about that, because you were gone for 4 days.
A few days, yeah.
You left me with the kids by myself.
I did. You're fine. They actually
survived.
had a great time. You did more than survive. You did great. Everyone was happy. I don't know how many veggies they ate, but everyone was happy.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, I know. I can imagine. I did put some of it on our Instagram stories, which was kind of fun to sort of post about what was going on there. But my sister had a baby in February, and I wanted to go spend some time with her, help her out with the baby, help her out with some stuff around the house, and get some really, really cute baby snuggles. And I got so many baby snuggles, and he just loved me. He was like, I was able to like settle him down when like he was in his witching hour and just was like not having it. And like he just slept on me. It's Auntie's touch. He's my boy.
Got that magic touch.
I do. And I got to spend a lot of time with my nephew Miles, which was so nice. We got to play and hang out and snuggle, and we had a good time. It was also my grandmother's 97th birthday.
Crazy.
I know. So I got to spend some time with her and the rest of the family, which was just really nice. So it was a really short trip, but it was my first time flying without children since I was pregnant with Jackson. So that was very pleasant. Like,
it's a nice experience.
It was. Flying is always like a little stressful, like regardless if you love it or not. It's like getting through security, getting there on time, like all this back and forth. But it was good. I was still pumping, so I had to find the like pods that you can go pump in. What are they called? They're called Mamava. And they're little pods. And they have them in tons of airports. Like they have, I think, one in the Knoxville airport, but like Newark Airport in New Jersey had like probably like 20 of them. And they're kind of everywhere, like around like every like terminal. And you go in there and it's like a private little pumping area or nursing area. I'm literally about to sneeze.
Oh, don't sneeze.
You might hear a sneeze live on air. Anyway, so I did that. So that was the only stressful part, was like traveling with the pumps and the ice packs. And then when I was in New Jersey, I was pumping the whole time, and then I had to travel back with all like their breast milk and like the pumps and everything. But TSA was like so unbothered by all of it. Like the first time I was like, hey, I have like ice packs in this cooler. Like I don't have any breast milk in it yet, but that's what it's for. And they were like, okay. And so I just took like the lunchbox, the cooler out of my carry-on bag. And then on the way back from like when I was in New Jersey on the way back to Tennessee, the TSA agents were, I know that there's a whole bunch of stuff going on with them right now, but I don't think they even spoke a word. I think they just grumbled at me the whole time. I was like, hey, I've got like frozen breast milk and some ice packs in here. And they were like, and I was like, okay, do you want me to take the bag out of my carry-on? With like a head nod. And I was like, okay. Do you want me to open the bag? No. I was like, all right, well, that's fine. I'm going to be on my way then. But I know that there is a chance they could like have to test it, but like they don't open it. You know what I mean? It's some sort of like, I don't know, X-ray vision thing, whatever it is. Vision. But they didn't have to do that with any of mine. So that was good. It was nice and easy, just really quick.
That's
so
good.
That was great. And then I listened to my Demois podcast.
Got caught up.
I got caught up. It was really good. That was about it. It It was fun. It was like a whirlwind, but I got to sleep all night long, and I got baby cuddles and Miles cuddles, and what could be better? And I got to spend a lot of time with my sister. Oh, and we watched Wicked. I've never seen Wicked all the way through. So we saw the first one and then Wicked for Good. It was really good. Oh, we went to the Black Magic bake shop.
Yeah, you posted about that.
Posted about it. Oh my goodness. It was so delicious. The best thing was the cruffin. It was a cookies.
Sounds like a Harry Potter treat.
No, you're confusing me. It was not cookies. It was a cereal and milk cruffin. So it was Lucky Charms marshmallows infused into like this pastry cream. It was in a cruffin. It's a croissant muffin with all the pastry cream on the inside and then little marshmallows on the top. Oh my gosh.
Sounds delicious.
That pastry cream was so good. We also had a savory item from there. We had a au gratin potato, like little puff pastry thing going on with bechamel. Oh my gosh. It was so good. Then we also had a cronut. Something with like matcha something, but I didn't taste the matcha. It had pastry cream in it also. That was good. What was the last one? Oh, it was a carrot cake cinnamon roll. And I think it would have been better warm, but it wasn't as sweet as what I thought it would be. So I was like a little let down. It's very good though. Everything was delicious.
Nice.
And that was it. That was it for the New Jersey trip.
Yeah, well, while you were in New Jersey, I had the kids here to myself. So we partied. We had a good time. I took care of them. They're all alive. They're all safe. We did eat good food. We had a couple of veggies, not all veggies, because, we get to have a little bit of fun with Dad while Mommy's away. But some of the main things that we did, playtime, Jackson and I did a lot with blocks and his magnetiles. That was really what he was into this weekend. And he made, several times he wanted to make the Slinky Dog ride out of his blocks.
Did you suggest that first or
No,
did he?
100%. Nothing did I suggest, which is crazy. Yeah. So, because Amanda and I have been talking about this, like I've been talking a lot about the Disney rides, and we've been watching a lot of Disney things with Jackson, just to we've mentioned it, I think last week, but he rode Slinky Dog, he rode a lot of rides last year, and he kind of came off them, and he's like, yeah, I liked it, and it's like, do you want to do it again? No. And ever since then, we could tell that he was a little bit nervous about some things, and he was talking about being nervous about going down a hill on the rides, especially Pirates. He talked about Pirates. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, it's just Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, I can understand the roller coaster. So we've been watching a lot of ride videos to help educate him more about some of the rides that he hasn't done, and kind of cross connect. We're like, you like going down slides, don't you? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, the slide is like a hill. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, there's hills on roller coasters. And then he's literally like, oh yeah. He's like, I have done a hill. I love hills. I'm like, exactly. And we were actually talking about the feeling that it gives you in your stomach. I'm like, it's like a little tickle. And he's been loving that. I've been tickling his stomach. So, but no, he's literally suggested to make these things on his own. I'm like, oh yeah, we can make Slinky Dog out of blocks.
It was really cool.
And then he built this whole magnetile castle on his own.
Yeah.
And he was like, this room is Haunted Mansion. This room is Pirates of the Caribbean. This is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, you FaceTimed me like that.
Yeah. And he was like, showing me all these rooms. I'm like, okay, cool. And we're getting this little Hot Wheels car. And he's like, which ride do you want to do now? And I'm like, I want to do Guardians. And he'd move it to the room for me. So that was really cool. We had a lot of fun. We did watch a lot of Disney things. We watched more ride videos. And he's like obsessed with looping roller coasters now. And I'm like, dude, this literally is like a 180 for you. Like you didn't want to do anything with roller coasters, especially going upside down. And now he's like, I want to do upside down. I'm like, well, you're not tall enough.
So I still wonder if he genuinely had the aha moment, or if he's just trying to impress us because we've been talking about it so much. And that's kind of what I fear.
Yeah. And I think we've been talking about getting our Dollywood. We're going to get our Dollywood season passes regardless. But we need to do it soon so we can get up there. And there's a couple of bigger roller coasters that he can do, like Big Bear Mountain and Fire Chaser, that I think that will kind of give us more of an idea of where he's actually at. Is he enjoying these things, or is he just, because he talks about doing those now too. So is it just what you said, or is he feeling better?
But I'm still afraid to get him on something. A Big Bear, it's a little more intense. Thrilling, But I feel like he would be more scared of Dragonflyer because of how it's like a hanging coaster.
Yeah, Dragonflyer he wants to do. I forgot. I didn't even mention
I know, we
that
watched
one.
that today.
Yeah, I know. So I think we start
I'm just like afraid. Like I don't want it to be like a bad parenting move by like convincing him that doing because like whenever he's like I don't want to do it, we're like oh okay, like I don't want to make him feel bad, and then when he's like oh I want to ride it, we're like yeah you're gonna ride it, like
like making him feel bad for like his choice
exactly
of it.
exactly,
and it's like oh it's only
so
celebrated
hard.
that I agree and
right.
to do it.
It's like so hard because like yeah he's done pirates, yeah he loves pirates, but like I don't know, if he doesn't want to do a drop, he doesn't want to do a drop. Now does that mean we can't ride a lot of rides in Disney? Yeah. And I think he would really like it. I don't know. It feels like a weird like parenting move. Like I don't know like what to do.
Yeah, it is hard.
But he does do hills all the time. The water slides that he does.
He loves water slides.
He loves water slides.
Big water slides.
Yeah. He like is a thrill seeker. I think part of it is also because we've watched so many videos that he's starting to become like very familiar and really knowing what to expect. So like the hill is really, if that's the most of his worry, then that's not a big deal.
Exactly. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We're going to take him out to Dollywood, do some things, and just let him build his confidence. And
yeah.
We're not, we won't push him either. Like we're not, we've discussed it. Like if he doesn't want to do it, then we're not going to push him. And we're also, this is, here's our little cast member thing. With us being cast members, we both agreed on this way before we ever had kids. And maybe you disagree and that's okay. But when our kid is not tall enough to ride something and they really want to do it, we do not tell them it's scary and you can't do it. Like when Jackson was not tall enough to do Slinky Dog, we didn't tell him, oh, it's too scary. Like I heard it so many times. I know you did too.
Oh, yeah.
Heard it so many times where parents would tell their kid because their kid's upset that they're not tall enough. Oh, it's too scary. You wouldn't like it. Just to like get their mind off of it. And that's like so traumatizing. And I would not want to do that to Jack. So with that being said, we are just trying to be as cautious and positive and supportive for him as we can be but also like help him connect the dots on things that he's saying no to, and he's saying no to them because he hasn't done it before. He doesn't know. He's unfamiliar with. We also went to my aunt's house. We kind of celebrated going down the sad side of it here. My Nana passed away a little over a year ago. My Nana was such a big part of our family, and it was a year that she passed, so we had like a little party at my aunt's house, just some nice food and get together, and so that was nice.
What kind of food did you have?
We had fried chicken.
Who made fried chicken?
Oh, I think they bought it all. I couldn't tell you. Okay. Yeah, there was baked beans. There were potato wedges.
I like those. The potato wedges.
The ones that
the Food City potato wedges.
They're amazing.
Oh, they're
crispy, crunchy
so
on the outside.
Good.
Yeah. So a lot of different little things. It was a good time. But that was it. That was it while you were gone.
Yeah, not much.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I was only gone 2 full days, and then like I got to the airport pretty early on Friday morning. But that was it.
And we had T-ball this week.
We did. It was so good. Jack did a really amazing job. They were like pulling kids aside like 2 at a time to like really focus on their like batting skills, and I thought that was awesome. So like it's just 2 of them. Everyone else is practicing pitching, and you get to really focus on them, focus on their form, focus on their hitting, like, and like not embarrass them. It's like, well, hit the ball. And if they keep hitting the tee or like, you know what I mean? It's not like everyone's standing there waiting for you and looking at you, which I really, really liked. It was way off to the side. Everyone else's back was to them. Like it was actually really nice. I thought it was set up really, really well. And Jack did awesome. And he did so good pitching. Like the way he's like stepping out his little leg when he like
into his throw.
It's awesome. And he's throwing really far. Like I was really impressed. And his coach was like, "Good job, Jack." And I was like, "Okay."
He's taking a step this year. And I'm really proud of him.
I know, like at first, like I think we'd said this before, like he was learning like general skills, like holding and swinging a bat, and like just generally throwing a ball, you know, and like aiming in a right direction. But now he's learning like the skills, like how to hold the bat and like how to step into your throw. And it's cool. It's really nice to see.
Real quick, I want to kind of go off topic, but I posted this week on not off topic, but just off topic of T-ball. Post on Patreon this week what you'd rather. So we're trying to figure out for our Patreon members if you would rather do like a live chat, like a live video chat weekly, bi-weekly, or like live podcast recording. So like when we're recording this, it'd be live and you guys could join in and watch.
But join in like what? Like that's, you keep saying join in on these things.
Yeah, like,
and I'm never sure what you're thinking either.
Oh, I know, it's all in my head. But like we would like basically record live. So we do it.
Yeah, we record live, but what do other people do when you say join in?
They can join in and watch and join the chat and
just watch.
Yeah.
That's confusing.
Is that confusing?
Watch and join the chat, because join the chat sounds like people can like come on and just like blurt out whatever.
Oh no,
yeah,
sorry,
right.
That is confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like being able to join us, and we could do like a few minutes before our recordings, a few minutes after to chat as well, but like just being able to come on and like see how the sausage gets made. Or would you guys like a weekly or bi-weekly live where we can all go into a Discord and you can join either video, voice, or just the chat if you don't want to, and we can all talk, and we can talk Disney, we can talk whatever. So we're trying to figure out what you guys would like to do, so let us know.
What tier is that for?
That is going to be. We also got to rename our tiers, by the way.
They're named.
Yeah, they're named. Yeah, I just poorly named them real quick when we made our Patreon, so we should really chat about that.
They couldn't have just stayed like tier 1, 2, and 3.
No.
Okay.
No, they couldn't.
Okay.
They're a little bit better than that, but not much better. But we'd probably, as of right now, do that in just our first tier, which is our $1 tier. And maybe something special we could do for our $5 tier, which I don't even know the names of them right now, but that's what you got.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So let us know what you'd like, because this is for you. You're supporting us, and we want to support you and have fun together. Moving on, I finally got our Redbubble updated. All the stuff's up there. You can buy stuff on Redbubble if you like. It has some of our merch. You can get stickers. You can get there's literally a clock you can get. I was like, this clock's pretty cool. I want to get it for myself. I gotta be paying myself for it. But check out our Redbubble. It's just Everett After on Redbubble. I think we have our link in our Patreon. We'll also put the link in the show notes as well, so you can find it. Speaking of merch, I found we are not brand repped at all, but I just want to shout out Main Street Collective because they have these 2 hats. I sent them to you.
Yeah.
And I thought they were phenomenal. I've seen a lot of Disney merch out there, and a lot of Disney companies. There's a lot of amazing places, but these 2 hats like got me. I was like, this is perfect. They had a Tower of Terror hat, which I thought was so nice. It had like the letter, like the logo of Hollywood Tower Hotel, and then the other one was a Disney Dad, but it was just nice colors, and then on the side it had a little firework and said making memories. I was like, this is cool. Both these are what I would wear. I also sent them to Amanda, and I said, need these. So, hint.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Father's Day is coming up in a couple
months.
It? Yeah. Couple of months. Also, I want to make a correction. I said like 600 and something videos in our last Patreon when we were talking about YouTube. It's actually 885 videos.
Whoa.
Yeah, so we've done a lot.
I was close by saying 1,000.
You were actually pretty close. That's really it. That's all I have. I think you have a couple more things. I'll let you get some talking in. I've been talking for a while.
We have been talking about like being a little bit healthier recently. Like 2 years ago, before I got pregnant with Stella, I was on like a calorie deficit diet, and it worked really well for me. And I was going to Planet Fitness like 2 to 3 times a week. Mitchell started joining me. You weren't really on like a deficit, but you would eat like what I ate pretty much, like the same serving size and everything. So we're kind of kicking back into that. Like I did it for like 2 weeks, and then I stopped, and then my parents came for Jackson's birthday, and then I got back into it, and then I went to New Jersey. So I'm kind of getting back into it now. We use MyFitnessPal to track calories and everything. I'm looking to lose 10 pounds.
I'm looking to lose at least 20 pounds. I am the heaviest I have ever. I'm not even that big, but to me, I'm like the heaviest I've ever been. And I've just not been eating right.
Yeah, it's hard.
And
Your working hours are rough.
And I'm going to point some fingers at you. With you pumping, you eat snacks late at night.
All the time. And
I'm just obligated to eat with you.
I'm always hungry. And then like, it's not always like the right snacks. And then we sit up and we do this and we watch TV and we're like, oh, we're hungry. If we're up, we might as well eat. But watching TV in bed really helps us not eat because we don't like eating in our bed that much, but you don't like watching TV up in bed because
it's not as good TV.
The TV's not as good.
Yeah. Maybe we need a new TV there.
I just really like the TV we have here. Like if we could get this in a smaller version and put it upstairs, I would like that.
Yeah, in our living room. Yeah.
I know.
I agree.
We have such a nice TV here. I don't know why. I just really love this TV and like it's the Vizio M series.
It's been great.
It's so good. And we got this sound bar that matches. So like it fits like perfectly underneath the TV. It's like the Vizio M series sound bar too. It's like, it's really cool. Anyway, that would be nice. But yeah, we've been like snacking and like not having the right snacks and not doing the right portions. And when you get home from work, you're hungry. And I'm like, oh, I'll eat too. And then we've been doing a lot of like on the go eating because we haven't been like prepping.
Yes.
Properly.
We got to prep properly.
Prep properly. And we have a lot of like food basics and like stuff in the freezer too because we have a deep freezer and we did like a huge Sam's Club trip, which I think we talked about here.
Yeah.
I've been using some of this stuff from the freezer, but I think we've got to like really get more into it and like see what we have in there. We have tons of stuff.
We do. We really need a deep dive.
We have pork chops, we have chicken thighs, we have chicken breasts. Like we've got everything. And I have a whole nother pork butt that I can make that Dr. Pepper spicy pulled pork.
Speaking my love language there.
I know. It's delicious.
It is.
And we have so many veggies and stuff, so we've got to get back on it. But I think we're trying. My sister asked me about doing this like postpartum workout with her. She said the app was like $20 a month, so I don't know. Probably do that for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like a gym membership, basically.
Yeah, if we do it, we'll talk about it too. We'll share all the details.
Yeah. And then we've also talked about getting either a treadmill or some sort of like strength, weight equipment for the garage. So I don't know. A lot of interesting stuff happening.
Yeah, just trying to be healthier. So
yep. And then today,
new year, new us.
New year, is it a new year? It's
like we're in April.
Well, moving on. We colored Easter eggs today.
Yeah, this was a really good time.
It was a lot of fun. So usually we get like the kits with like the little tabs and everything, and you put them in water and vinegar. But the tabs take forever to disintegrate. Forever. I don't think they ever fully disintegrate. I follow the directions to a T. Like I'm very meticulous with directions. This time I was like, you know what? I have 2 different sets of like regular food dye. And like one of them was like a vibrant color. It's like a pink, orange, purple, teal. And then one was a regular. So we did regular food dye. I need boiling water with that, which I think is super interesting.
Yeah.
And then the normal vinegar, but instead of a tablespoon like it usually is, it was just a teaspoon.
Except
some of them went overboard.
You gave like 2 teaspoons.
I had a heavy hand. And like a half cup of boiling water. Let me tell you, they were so vibrant. Like you would just drop an egg in and like even into like the palest yellow, you would have to like pull it out instantly. It was crazy.
It was amazing.
They're so vibrant. These are the most like they're probably glow in the dark. Like they are amazingly bright. But it worked really well with a toddler because you don't have to sit there for 10 minutes and wait for your pink to become pink enough.
Yes. So highly suggest doing that versus doing the kits. And to be honest, I mean, it's probably about the same amount of money.
Yeah, probably.
Really, when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
We had fun.
Yeah, we did.
Now I get to make my Easter bread.
Oh, more on that next week.
Yeah.
More on that next week. Usually we would talk about our next Disney trip, but we're going to save that for our Patreon show. So again, hop on over to the Patreon show after this and you can hear we have a lot of thoughts.
We do. Well, so the reason why we're doing it that way is because our last podcast was a shorter episode and it got a lot more engagement and listens. So we figure the shorter episodes are probably better. And we were like, what are we going to put on our Patreon show? And it just makes sense.
Yeah. Well, if here's what's crazy. We've spent 31 minutes already.
I know. We're yappers.
We are yappers talking about this. So this one might not be as short.
Oh my gosh. This is so long, Mitchell. Can we just cut the episode here and do this next week? This is so long.
Yeah, we have our Epcot day. It was a long day. Well, are you ready?
No. I'm stressed out.
Let's get into it. We don't have to speed through it. It's really, listen, this is actually not as bad as as it seems. I just used talk to text a lot instead of my usual So instead of my little points for us to talk about, this is I put out my thoughts. So you're seeing all my thoughts. It's not as bad as it seems. It is long though, but not that long. So get us started. Let's get us started with today's vlog.
Yeah, everyone was dressed and ready around 9:18 a.m. So not too bad. We put Stella in a long sleeve swimsuit, so it didn't have pants with it. It just kind of had little ruffle bottoms on it, but we thought it was such a good idea to keep her cool. Swimsuits are SPF. We didn't want her arms to get sunburned or anything really to get sunburned, and we thought it was a really good idea, and it turns out it was. It was an awesome idea.
Yes.
Love doing that. If you travel with little ones to Disney when it's hot, I highly suggest a swimsuit.
Yes. Especially because you can't use sunscreen on little ones.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
So it was the best way to keep them protected.
Yeah. Jackson had on, was it that black Mickey outfit?
Yeah, the black Mickey
it was
outfit.
such a cool, where did we get that?
We got it at Kohl's.
Was it Kohl's?
It was Kohl's. It was a full bodysuit. It was at Kohl's. It was a 2-piece.
Yeah.
And we got this because we went to Topolino's.
That's right.
Yeah, and so we drove the van. We had a big minivan that we drove over to Riviera. We got seated about 10:45. I think our reservation time was 10 or 10:15.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I did not look it back up, but what I know the major thing here is we had 2 separate reservations. We had our family and my parents, and my sister and her boyfriend at the time had a reservation because some Disney dining reservations for big groups, you cannot find reservations together. You cannot find a table together. I don't know why. The reason, I am assuming because they don't have tables big enough, or they only have maybe 1 or 2 that they want to give out per hour, and it maybe is gone. I could not tell you the exact reason, but we got it immediately as soon as we were able to do our reservation, and I could not do it for a large group. So I did it for everyone except my sister and her boyfriend, and I had them go in and select their time, except my sister didn't listen to me, and she waited weeks to do her dining reservation, so she got a later time. So when we got there, we told the cast members about our Tuesday reservations that we'd like to sit together, and they're like, cool, give us a little bit of time. That took about 30 extra minutes of us just sitting and waiting for a table. It was busy.
Yeah, those big tables are hard to come by.
Yeah. We have chosen not to go to Topolino's because of the price and the food, and we've talked about it at length. We like family style. Topolino's is not. It is a fixed menu, and you select one item, and that's it. But I digress.
The bread service was great.
Yeah,
different muffins and little different things in there. It was good. Nothing to run home about, but I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought so too.
And then Jackson got the Mickey waffle dippers, and it came with 3 sauces. One was a raspberry sauce, a chocolate sauce, and I believe a maple syrup, right?
Yes.
I think it was 3 of them. And 3 dippers.
Yeah.
I think. And then I got the steak and eggs, which is something I usually don't get. And you got the platter. But it's so funny because you always say oh, it was a mistake. But you don't branch out of your normal. So a breakfast platter or gravy and biscuits are the only 2 orders that you ever have when you go out to breakfast, correct?
Yeah. Sometimes waffles. Depends.
So when it's just so funny because I am 50-50. I like what I like, but then if I steak and eggs, it looked good. And I was oh, okay, let's just get, because it's a prefix menu. So I'm going to get steak for the same price that I'm going to get eggs and potatoes. I might as well get steak. So I did. It was great. The steak was amazing. The potatoes were great. The eggs were good. But you're just so funny that you're oh, it was a mistake. But I don't think you would have got it anyway.
No, it was a mistake because, well, the platter was great. Don't get me wrong, like it was really good. But I tried your steak. Here's my issue. When I hear steak, I'm always hesitant because I'm like, how good is it?
You never get steak when we go out.
No,
anywhere, and you miss out so bad.
I do. I always do. But this steak was literally melt in your mouth good.
Yeah. So, what did you expect from Topolino's?
I know. I should have expected it. And for the price,
and it was so funny the way that you were looking at me. You were like, "You got steak and potatoes," and I was like, "I got steak and eggs." You're like, "Yeah, and eggs." I was like, "No, it's steak and eggs, not like steak and potatoes. That's not a breakfast thing. Steak and eggs is a breakfast." I think it's so funny because my face in the video, I'm like, duh, come on.
I don't know.
Like,
steak and
I
potatoes
throw such an attitude, but like steak and potatoes is like 7 p.m. dinner.
I know that. I think that's why like I'm so stuck on steak and potatoes. I'm like, it's like a hearty. I don't know.
But it's steak and eggs.
I know, but that's hilarious.
That's the breakfast food.
Steak and potatoes.
It was good though.
The characters there were pretty fantastic, though. That was like the highlight. The food was great, but the characters were even better. Donald was amazing.
So funny.
You'll see it on the video, and I didn't mention that at the first. Maybe I did, but go check out our vlog from this day. It's on our YouTube channel, and you can see everything that we're talking about. And Donald was just like, oh my gosh, he was so engaged with the music. He was dancing around, like full of energy. When he even came to our table, he was great. He did great with Stella too. Like he grabbed a little hand. He was like rubbing it very
some
softly.
of the characters don't know what to do with like the babies.
It's very true. Like some of them, they just like look at them and like wave and that's it. But some of them, some characters, they are awesome.
Yeah, they really know what to do.
I love it. And Donald was like that. Mickey was like that. She got a little scared of Mickey.
But you know what? The first time Jackson met Mickey, he was also scared of him.
I know, when you see your idol the first time, I mean, you know, it's really hard. Also, though, speaking of characters and like everything with Topolino's, I am not a fan, and maybe it's just where we were seated in our table, but like I just wasn't a fan of the setup there.
Yeah, I didn't love it.
It was really like, it felt like the characters were really far from us, and I don't know.
We were also sat like towards like the back
left,
but it was also like the table was like really big for no reason. Like it was almost like too round.
Yeah,
like there was too much space in the center, and like nothing felt like close enough.
Yeah. Wrapping it up, I don't know if I would go back to Topolino's.
If someone was like if my sister was like, I'm paying, let's go to Topolino's, I'd be like, okay, I'm going.
Absolutely. Someone wants to pay for me, I'll go back.
But I wouldn't like pay myself to go back.
That's the thing is, it's not a bad restaurant. The food was not bad by any means. The food was great. But when you think about pricing, especially if you're on a budget and you're like, okay, do I do this or do I do somewhere else? We would both suggest somewhere else.
Yeah.
Many places over that based on pricing and everything else. But it was great. It's not that it was bad. I just want to rehash that it is not a bad restaurant. It's just when you compare prices and the other character dinings we've went to, it's like, do I want to spend my money on this, or do I want to save this money and do it towards something else? You know, like a $20 difference per person is a lot when you're talking about a family of 4. And for us, we're paying for 3. So that's $60 gone that we could have spent elsewhere, like lightning lanes, which we'll get to. But after breakfast, we took the Skyliner over to Epcot. We've talked about this before too, but Skyliner, I think, is Jackson's favorite attraction at Disney.
He loves it so much.
Every time he sees it, like that's all he wants to do is hop on a Skyliner. And you know what else is great about Skyliner?
Push the stroller right on.
You can push the stroller right on. So if you have kids and you're a stroller parent, honestly, staying on a Skyliner resort loop is perfect. I mean, you also have the ease of getting to Epcot and Studios quick, but you don't have to fold up your stroller like you do on a bus. That's what I love about a Skyliner. But it is tricky, like trying to time it up and get in there quickly and not get dragged behind.
Yeah, I know.
I think we got caught like 1 or 2 times with that. So, but yeah, then we made it over to Epcot pretty quickly.
We decided to get a pin lanyard for Jack. You know what? We didn't film, and that's not in here that I remember.
What?
We saw Carl and Ashley.
Oh, I did not put that.
And Cole and Lacey.
We did. We saw them briefly. Listen, there was many times we tried to meet up with Carl this trip, and our schedule this trip was like 2.
They literally came to the park to see us, and then we were having a little bit of a potty issue with Jackson.
Oh, I think, yeah. Yeah, we probably should.
I don't want to like discuss it too deeply, but like it was a little frustrating for everyone involved.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Everything worked out fine. But it was just we were all like back and forth. But that happened right before then. But we did get Jackson his first pin lanyard, and we got him a year pin, and we thought we lost it.
Yeah.
It was just a lot with the pins this year.
It was a lot with the pins. Well, he lost his lanyard. We'll get to that in a later day. But we got him the 2025, year pin. And later on, this is like when we got home, we just found it the other day that we had we were like, oh, 20. Well, it was for Christmas, right? Or it was for his birthday. We're like, oh, a 2025 pin. We're like, why do we have another one? And it's because I bought it the last day we were leaving because I thought we lost his original one,
but we didn't.
When we lost his pin set, but we didn't. We found it in the stroller. It was a stroller or the little thing that goes across the stroller, the little carrying carrying case. So that was crazy. So now we have 2 2025 pins.
Yeah, it's fine. Jackson went on Soarin' for the first time. I was not present. I was doing the internal baby swap. So at Soarin', they ask you if you would like to do an internal baby swap where rider swap, not baby swap.
Yes.
I don't think you have the option to do the other way, do you? I think it's just the internal.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't offer it to us, but I wouldn't have taken it.
So they give you like a little wristbands to put on, and you go in, you show everyone your wristband. Everyone goes in with the baby included, and when you get up to the front, they'll just kind of like before they put you in like your little bay where you're going to go sit, they put you in your own little area. It's like a parent rider swap area. And you sit there and you wait. And when your family comes off of Soarin', they go through like a door next to the exit to come back into the rider swap area. And then you tell the cast members, hey, I'm doing a rider swap. And then they let you back on. So you just have to watch the pre-show. And then when you exit, again, you just go back to the rider swap area, grab your family, and then you can all leave.
It's fantastic.
Really convenient, but we noticed a lot of issues people were having. And I think it's just simply not listening.
Yeah.
We follow directions really well.
Being former cast members, when other cast members speak, we're like very intently listening.
Well, especially if it's like a new scenario you've never done before, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you guys got off and you go into that like hallway area, instead of turning right to go all the way back up to like the entrance where all those benches and everything are, you turn left and there's a sign on the door that says rider swap, right?
Yeah.
It's like clear as day labeled. And you go in there and the people who rode sit down, and the people who are going back on the ride go up to the cast member and say, I'm doing the rider swap. It's my turn. You wait for the pre-show, you go on the ride. Instead of going right, you go left to the rider swap door, you get your family, and you leave out that same door. It's so easy.
Yeah.
And so many people were having issues, like where coordinators needed to be getting involved because this lady was like, I'm going in circles, da-da-da. Like, I don't understand what the problem was. It was really easy. I really liked it because we all kind of got to like sit together. We had like a more quiet, like dark room that we got to hang out in. Like,
it was great. We fed Stella in there.
And we didn't have to wait as long like individually. Like we didn't have to go through the whole line again. We didn't have to wait through all the stuff. It was just like everything was right there. I really enjoyed it.
I did too. Highly recommend other Disney attractions jumping on the bandwagon if they can. That was fantastic. After Soarin', though, we made our way over to Finding Nemo. It's been a long time since we've done the Finding Nemo attraction. And Jackson, this is where he started wanting to use magic bands and wanting to tap because we were using lightning lanes. And
Can I be honest? I don't remember any of that.
You don't?
I don't remember him wanting to do that.
Yeah, and then that's when he wanted to do it all the time. And we'll talk more about this on a Patreon show. More on this later. After Finding Nemo, we made it back over to Figment, which was amazing. We have tried to get on Figment with Jackson for the past 2 years now, and it has not worked out. The only time he's ever rode Figment was when his first trip when he was 8 months. It's just crazy. Every time we have gone, it's always kind of issue with the attraction. But we finally made it, and he loved it. He loves Figment. It's a fun little ride too. Stella slept most of it, which was great as well.
He told me today he wanted to do it.
Did he?
Yeah. He's like, I want to ride Figment. I was like, okay, we can ride it.
He needs to meet Figment.
You're in the minority, kid. Not a lot of kids not a lot of people like that, right?
That's my boy. We use Lightning Lane for this and for Nemo and Soarin. And Lightning Lanes were so crucial to the rest of our vacation. It just, having 2 kids, having one being that young and then Jackson at his age being impatient, and rider swap too. It just really helped cut down some of the line and time that we were over there. Like, it can help with you being able to take your kids back for a nap and still feel like you get a lot done. Or in our case, we were able to get a lot done while we were over the parks versus just a handful of rides waiting in line and then having to swap off on some of them. So did Lightning Lanes, and Lightning Lanes also saved us doing the Frozen attraction next, because that's where we headed, and it's always so long over there. I don't know what it is about that ride. It's amazing, but it's always like a 65-75 minute wait. But you know what? Guess who didn't have to wait in line that time?
We didn't.
We walked right on in. Lightning Lanes. Ka-chow.
Yeah.
So that was great. We rode Frozen, and a lot of fun.
Then we went back to the resort. We got the kids down, and we had dinner before we went out to Epcot later on. So when we were walking to the bus, in the video, I have a nursing cover on because I was like, oh, I need to pump, but I'm not going to sit here and wait 20 minutes. And like the portables, I wasn't really like loving it. I had to wash them anyway. I usually had them in the dishwasher like overnight while we were sleeping. So I just kind of used my Haka, and I brought it, wrapped the strap around my neck and put the Haka on while I had the nursing cover on. So it was good while we were walking to the bus, and then I switched sides when we were on the bus. Poured it in a little bag, and then off we went to Epcot, which was really good. So I got to like pump, and then we went to Epcot, and I got to like do whatever I needed to do without having to think about pumping again until we got back to the resort. So that was nice. I know that's not something that's in here that we were supposed to be talking about, but
good little information.
Just a little like tidbit. Like I did a whole bunch of different like methods of pumping while we were there, just because I was still getting in the groove of it and like just trying to figure out like what was going to work best for us. But we got the Pluto bus when we got to the bus stop. That's the one that Jackson has been wanting so bad. And then we went to Epcot. We only had about an hour at the park. But we were trying to talk about how we were getting better at like handling both of the kids and like juggling everything in the park with everything that we're doing and trying to like map everything out. So I think we were trying to catch on by that point.
So when we're headed back over to the parks, we always have the debate of like where to catch the bus, whether we catch it at our bus stop or catch it at the very front of the hospitality house. So we ended up catching this one at the hospitality house because usually as we're walking, we see our bus driving by, and it's like if we walk from where our room was all the way to the front, we'll be able to catch that bus faster versus waiting for the whole loop around. Like if we catch the next bus, we're probably waiting another 20 minutes before we get out of the resort. So like that's like the pro to it. The con is like running down there as quickly as possible and sweating. And then if it's especially if it's a morning time, the buses are always busy and you're usually last to get a seat. And with kids and a stroller, it's tough. Whereas if with the first stop, you get your pick of the seat. So that's what we did. We got over there to Epcot, and the first thing we did was festival food. We went and got pierogies. Do you remember what location the pierogies were at? What the booth was called? Or
I think it was like a Festival Favorites, wasn't it?
That might be right. Yeah, those pierogies were fantastic.
So good.
They had little onions on them. They were
delicious.
And kibasi. I forgot about that. Yeah. We tried our best. We were going to do more, but we just kind of ran out of time because the main reason why we came back to Epcot at night was to do Guardians, because This day was September 21st, which means they play that September song by Earth, Wind, and Fire all day long. And that was our main thing. Neither of us have ever gotten September on Guardians. And this was our main part of going and getting over there. But before we did that, we got some little snackies to take in line. We got some popcorn, churro, and then you got a Diet Coke and I got a Coke. So
I really enjoyed doing that. Like I feel like that's
too.
Very like unlike us to like load up on the snacks and like get in line. But I really enjoyed it.
I know. Our thought was like the line was posting 180 minutes, and more, we'll talk about this in a minute. So we're like, well, we didn't think it was going to be that long, but we're like, it'll probably be a little bit longer. So let's get some snacks and just kind of like eat what we both wanted. You're like, I want a churro, and I'm like, I want popcorn. We got to make sure we get it, and so we did. I was really happy with that
really
choice.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, and churros are. I could go for a churro right now.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. We got in line right before park closed. It posted 180-minute wait, so we decided to set a timer. I knew it was not going to be 180 minutes long. I knew it was going to be less, and by the time we got to the first pre-show, it was 51 minutes, which isn't bad. We consider whenever, and this is how Disney considers it too. When you hit the pre-show, the ride begins, and the ride began for us there because the pre-shows are pretty amazing too. And yeah, like they're long, but like you're not waiting. Like you don't watch the pre-show and then wait too much after. So 51 minutes, and even if you wanted to count up everything, it was probably like an hour after we got on the ride.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah, not bad. I mentioned in the video, but like I love like the pre-show, before you get in the first pre-show room, the purples and like the layered look of it. It just like has an old school Epcot feel, and I love that. We rode in the front. This is the first time you said you've never rode in the front of Guardians before.
I don't think I have.
This was your first time. That's kind of crazy. Out of all the times we've ridden it.
Yeah, I know.
I finally completed my set list. This was the last one I had remaining. And this is probably it's so hard to pick a favorite. This one's really good, and Everybody Wants to Rule the World is another good one. And I also really...
You like that one?
I do now. I do. I don't want to talk about it. It's just become like my association to Guardians is that song. I used to hate that song. Hate it. And I was like, the lyrics are great. The meaning is great, but I hate the song on it. And now it's like one of my favorites. So I end up getting... I used to end up loving Iran. That was my old favorite. You still have Iran. That's the only one left in your set list.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll accomplish it on this next trip.
Maybe.
Well, maybe it'll be the first one, or we'll just keep getting the same one. What was it? The Blondie, one way or another. We got that like 4 times in a row.
We got on the bus, and it was one of those like older styled buses where like they had the seats that like face backwards, but it looked like it had been refurbished. And those buses usually aren't around that much. I love them though. They remind me of like my first like 2-3 times that I ever went to Disney. It's like, I don't know, like we live in like the nostalgia era.
Yeah, we really
and like
do.
I'm obsessed with those buses. I really, really like them. I have like nothing but great memories with those. So that was really cool to be on.
Yeah.
And then our next day coming up is Hollywood Studios, Jackson's first time on Slinky Dog, and Tower of Terror.
Yeah. ...
Yeah.
Yeah, next week we'll dive into that day. And there's a lot to unpack from that day. A lot of emotions for you too, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we hope you guys join us next week for that. That is it. That was our Epcot day. It was a really, really fun day overall. Topolino's was great, and Guardians was awesome. It was a really good day. We got a lot of rides in at Epcot as well. I felt like accomplished with some of the rides. Spaceship Earth was closed. Otherwise, we would have done that. But that's it. So let's wrap it up here because I know this has been already long. We're at like 57 minutes. And
That's insane.
I know. We really appreciate you guys listening. And thank you for joining us and supporting us. Again, you can join us on patreon.com/happilyeverafter to become a member and have fun over there with us or support us in other ways. Listening to us on the podcast is great, and giving us 5-star reviews, even better. Thank you guys again for this episode. We hope you have a great rest of your week, and we will see you next week.